Okay, this is my second time doing this vlog. The first time I messed up. I have a table over there, and I was trying to show you the table, and so without turning the screen from there down to there, I'm going to build a table that's solid and get rid of that cheap Walmart fall apart thing. That's my intent anyway. But I digress. Let me back up and start at the beginning. That's a good place for all stories to begin. We had a Play-Doh emergency. What is a Play-Doh emergency? I have a grandson named Ashton. He's autistic. He's 12 years old. If he doesn't have something to do with his hands, preferably Play-Doh, he goes a little crazy. It helps calm him, helps him focus. Linda bought some stuff called softy dough, which dries a lot faster. It's cheaper than the Play-Doh, but we got Play-Doh. We went to Dollar General, and while she was in Dollar General, I was sitting there and I saw a rat that evidently came from under our car, ran up to try to get in the doors, ran behind the ice machine, ran back around, ran back under our car, back over to the car in the other handicap parking slot. About that time, Linda comes out, she sees it, and it runs back under our car, and it might be under the hood in Linda's car. I don't know. I need to put some mothballs up in there today to keep the rats and mice out of there. The way you do that, you get some hose and mothballs, tie the mothballs in the hose, and you leave it strategically in different places. And the odor keeps the rats and mice out from under your car hood. If I can remember to do that. But anyway, while I was watching the rat, I thought, I need to call my brother Chris. So I did. I called Chris. I actually got him on the phone, which was a surprise because for 2 weeks I've been trying to get a hold of my little brother and talk to him. Well, he had been in a hospital in Arkansas for 2 weeks. They pulled 60 pounds of fluid off of him. I've been praying for him, and I told him I believe God gives us what we need, and I said, He will help you figure out what you need to do to improve your health. And I used the example of my left hand. My hand's been stabbed. It's been crushed. And for about 6 months, maybe a little longer, I've been taking this stuff called L-lysine. They're huge pills. Well, let me find something I can show you about how big they are. About like that. That might not seem like it's very big, but when you're trying to swallow it, it's huge. So I chew them up and I swallow them. I take one every morning. I try to. But anyway, the hand's getting better. I absolutely give God all credit for that. But sometimes He helps us figure it out on our own. So I figured it out on my own, and I told Chris, supplicate, study your scripture, pray. And I absolutely believe God will help him resolve his health issues. But while we were having our talk, I was talking about everybody's having trouble right now. Everyone's got problems. My best friend, Jerry, and I sat and chatted for about an hour. Actually, we didn't sit and chat. I went over to see him, and we drove over to where he calls his mile of mud. It's real neat. And Linda will find out I drove her car in the mud when she sees this video this evening. But anyway, we went over there and looked at it, and it's going to be a playground for people that have side-by-sides and razors. And he's going to put some billboards up, at least one. Come to Fun Valley and ride the mile of mud. And we talked about that, and I won't go into personal stuff, but he and I talked about some of his problems and some of the things he's dealing with. Now, Jerry's rich. You know, I mean, he denies it, but he's a millionaire. I think probably the reason he and I are best friends is because out of all the people that he deals with, I'm probably the only one that doesn't kiss his posterior. I don't suck up to him. I spit it out exactly how it is. And I never want money from him. You know, that is something he and I talked about as people like this all the time. I don't have it to dole out. You know, I'm not rich. But we discussed things that are happening, and I do absolutely try to practice what I preach. I try to do like the sign says and be kind to everyone. I really do. As weird as this is going to sound, it's actually getting easier for me to be kind. I think a lot of that, if not all of that, has to do with God. Prayer does really good things. It's good for you individually when you pray for others. And I do a lot of praying for people. I mean, I pray for everybody. Everybody watching this, if you're watching this, know that I pray for you. Well, like I said in the previous video, that before this one, that I'm going to have to scrub, delete. It's rainy and nasty outside. It's 48 degrees, moist. There's a lot of moisture in the air, kind of chilly. While Jerry and I were sitting talking, we sat in his driveway for a minute, and then we sat at Fun Valley looking at his mile of mud, and I had to leave the car running both times. He can't get warm. He has been having trouble staying warm. My wife had that problem this morning. She loaned her hoodie to my son Chris, or no, my son Benjamin. And so she ended up, I got this, it's a hoodie, but I think it's more like a coat. It's really heavy, really thick, fleece line, very comfortable. So she wore my over-padded, overstuffed hoodie to go shopping for Play-Doh. And one of the things Jerry and I, while he was sitting there, I turned the heat on, turned it up, got him to where he wasn't shaking. He sees things getting worse. He might be right. I've got individuals I know that are in the know that have told me that some really bad stuff is on the horizon this month. One of which is there's probably going to be a shooting war between China and Taiwan. Do I believe that's going to happen? Well, a little bit. I think what's really going to happen is Taiwan's going to acquiesce and decide they want to side with communist China Taiwan does not have the ability to defend themselves. They really don't. And China has made the proclamation they want to rejoin Taiwan to mainland China. It's all about resources. So what is the one thing that Taiwan has besides land that communist China wants? Taiwan manufactures most of the computer chips on this planet. Most people do not know that. Jerry's sources told him November 12th China will invade Taiwan. My sources told me it'll be sooner than that. I hope it doesn't happen. But anyway, folks, if you're watching this, know this old fat man loves you. I do. I want God to bless you with everything He can bless you with. Mom John, I hope you're doing well. My brother Michael, I hope you're doing well. My buddy Chris in Florida, I hope you're doing well. My buddy Monty, I hope you're doing well. And Monty, the PM you sent me with Michael Obama, Michelle Obama, was hilarious. That in itself will probably get this video removed. I don't know. Shell, Dion, and David Talaga in Illinois, I hope you're doing well. Jackie Burl Sands, if you're watching, I hope you're doing well. Folks, that's pretty much it. I got to get off of here. Like the sign says right up there, be kind, be kind, be kind, be kind, be kind, be kind. Bye.